Hello, I am Tula Boyles, and tonight's persuasive speech is on organ donation. Here is my audience: Cindy, Megan, and Robert. Suppose the person that you love the most has barely 2 months to live unless he or she can get a new heart. We take our health for granted until we don't have it anymore. Our country and the whole world has a real need for you and me to become an organ donor right this moment. Time is life. Let's talk about what organ donation is. In the US, the organ donation is overseen by the Food and Drug Administration, also known as the FDA. The population needs to get better informed about the facts for potential donors. Religious and cultural views play a part in who will decide to be an organ donor. There is no good reason not to be an organ donor. Now that we have introduced the legal, informational, and social boundaries for organ donations, let me give you some more detail. Organ transplants in the U.S. are regulated under the National Organ Transplant Act of 1984 and overseen by the FDA. The organ harvesting can only be done after the patient has been declared brain dead by his or her physician, and that physician cannot be part of the organ harvesting team. Donors are not going to pull the plug just to get your organs. Organ donation status listed on driver's license. There are many organs that can be transplanted, like lungs, kidneys, hearts, and several others. If the population were more important about the facts of transplants, there might be more donors. Many organ transplants programs show success rates greater than 70% for transplant recipients over a 5-year period. Organ donation is very effective in helping people who would otherwise need critical care. In the US, donations is strictly volunteering. Nobody can sell their organs. Federal law forbids the sale of organs. Okay, we know it's legal and we know it's successful and voluntary. What does God think? Most religions around the world, including Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, to name a few, encourage it to at least does not obstruct organ transplants. The act of donating organs seems as noble, charitable, neighborly, an opportunity to help others as an act of compassion and as a life-saving need. The Shinto and Buddhist attitudes towards it do not fit well with the concept of organ donation. Buddhism states that nobody should be allowed to take out any parts of a human body. Most cultures and countries don't have an issue per se with organ donation. Many countries in Europe have laws stating that all citizens are organ donors unless they opt out on a court of law. Spain has the highest number of donors at 34 per million people. Resistance to organ donation is highest in Japan, while many other countries for years have had regulations for organ transplants. Japan only recently enacted laws to support it. Organ transplants from brain-dead donors were not legalized until 1997. In the US, in 2009, there were about 14,000 donors. And in the graph, you can see that we have African Americans with 2,050, Asians with 418, Caucasians 9,900, and Hispanics 2,034 donors. Notice that the fewest number of donors are Asian. Being a donor is not only a good idea, it is critically important. It's very easy to accomplish, and the result is the improving and or saving of someone's life. At any one time, there was as many as 105,000 people awaiting organ transplants in the US alone. Your organs don't help you after you die. but can improve someone's quality of life beyond measure. Here in the US, transplants are regulated by the federal and state government. No one is going to pull the plug on you to harvest your organs. Religion. Nearly all religions support the idea that organ donation is an act of love and compassion towards your fellow human beings. There is nothing like success, and one can be sure that in giving up one's organs, that 70% of recipients will have a vastly improved quality of life. Unlike so many other efforts in our lives, this one has a high rate of success. In conclusion, organ donation is the most noble thing one can do. Through the process, we can give life to those in poor health and comfort to their families. Organ donation has a very high success rate for its recipients and eliminates the need for debilitating treatments like kidney dialysis. It's a free program to enter, but the emotional and spiritual reward is priceless, and it lasts an eternity. Please visit your local motor vehicles department office or visit www.organdonor.org and sign up to save a life today. Don't procrastinate. Time is life. Thank you. You have a good night.